the Gallivant Gals podcast. I am Natalie, and we're missing Angelica. But tonight on, I have Brittany, who's one of our wonderful agents. We got Amanda, who's been on before, and we have Marti, who's also a wonderful agent of ours. So, we're going to have Brittany and Marti. We're going to have you guys on separately. So I'm going to have you guys talk more about yourselves on a different podcast where you can really go into depth more about what you guys specialize in and everything like that. But we have a very special episode today. We are going to be talking about a trip we took a while ago.
Yeah.
When we went to Universal's Mardi Gras. And I don't know about you guys, but it far exceeded my expectations of what I was going to be experiencing at Universal's Mardi Gras. So first, we're going to go over just a couple little details about this year's Mardi Gras. It is going from February 1st to the 30th, and they have so much to offer. So what should we talk about first? The food. That's what I was going for first. Well, Marti, since you said that, all across Universal, and this is just at the Universal Studios theme park. So this is where all this great stuff takes place at. But Marti, why don't you tell us what was your favorite food from last year?
So my favorite food, so it was pretty close between two different dishes. I really liked the poutine. Yeah, I keep wanting to say the Canada Pavilion like it's Epcot. The Canada booth. I really liked the poutine, and then the fried green tomato po' boy. I really loved that, which that surprised me.
Yes. Amanda, what about you?
I think fried green tomato po' boy and the beignets were really good. They were perfect, like bite-sized little yumminesses. So I would say probably those two. I make up my own words. Those two things were my fave.
What about you, Brittany?
I'm going to go with Amanda's yumminess and say beignets all day.
Yeah, they were so
They were
yum.
really good.
Agree. In fact, I think I tried to get a good picture of the beignets, but they gave them to you in like the paper
The
bags.
bag. Yeah.
And I like couldn't get a good picture of the beignets in the bag. But then they were smaller, but I liked them. They were really good because they were fluffy, not crunchy. They were good. But my favorite was the po' boy, the fried green tomato po' boy. I got it 2 days in a row. That's how much I liked it. So I should have branched out. I should have gone to more booths, but we had a very short time that we were there. And so, yeah, once I knew I liked that fried green tomato po' boy, I had to get it again. um, and I should have found this out before we got on. I didn't realize that there was different booths that were different countries. Like I even saw there was like a China one
Yeah.
before. So there's a lot of different food booths on there.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of variety. If you don't like Southern cuisine, there are other things for you.
And I don't like fish, and I feel like a lot of like the Cajun stuff is a lot of fish based. And usually po' boys are shrimp. So I was really happy to see the fried green tomato, and it did not disappoint. So I was happy about that. What about, so there is live music that goes on during the whole time. It's not every night, but they have some serious headliners. Like they put Disney to shame when it comes to like the people they have for the all the different festivals that they have. The rock concert, what is it called at Disney? I should know this.
Eat to the
Garden
beat.
Rock series, Eat to the Beat. Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've had some good people, but they've never had TLC and Scotty McCreery and Joe Jonas. Like, come on. Have you guys looked at the list?
Not
Yes.
this year, no.
Oh, I have, because we are checking in on the 29th, and that's when TLC is going to be there. And one of the couple or the family that's going with us, I'm pretty sure I can talk her into let's go. Like, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Even though
GJ
it's our check-in day, whatever.
Oh,
it's fine. It's fine.
You could so make it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, leave the kids at the hotel with the
Yeah,
husbands,
y'all go
and you
swim.
guys,
We'll be back
yeah,
later.
we're gonna go jam to some TLC. Even though we're missing Left Eye, that's okay. It'll still be good. But DJ Pauly D, is that Pauly D from from like Jersey
Yes,
Shore?
Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I did not know he was this famous of a DJ.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know that. Um, I swore I saw All American Rejects on there, but it's not on this list.
They've
Maybe I'm
been
Where do
to
just
DC
they?
before, hadn't they? Or was that last year that they were
maybe
at
it was last
Universal?
year. I don't know. But they've had some serious good names. Like I can't even think of like the best named person that was at Disney's. Maybe I don't know. Who's a high up big name there? Like the Joey from NSYNC or
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray. That was a good one. That was a good one. But honestly, half the time, I don't know who's even playing at the Disney ones. I feel
Where
bad.
do they host these concerts at?
Marty, that was such a great
Thank.
question.
Way to segue.
They hold these at, well, and I was already like, should we move on? Are we talking too much about these? But that is a great question. So, right there by the Rip Rockin' roller coaster, there's that
That
pavilion
courtyard.
out
Yeah.
there with the stage and the big open area that I happily sit and wait for people to go ride that ride because I just don't do that one anymore. Um, so right there, and I saw video when we were there. We did not see anyone, but it looked like it was pretty busy
Hmm.
the nights that they do have people there because there's some big name people there. But thank you for watching my back, Marty.
You're welcome.
Next up is was my favorite part of the whole Mardi Gras thing is the parade. And
Mm-hmm.
I know when I think of Mardi Gras, you think of the beads and like,
Yeah.
people throwing beads. So you can either be a person receiving the beads and catching them like we did, but there's also an opportunity that you can be the ones throwing the beads. Um, so I did go on and I did go see. So a way that you can guarantee to be on that, I always called it,
Float.
On one of the
yeah, the
floats.
Floats.
float, one of the floats. How you can guarantee to be on the float is there is a dining package and it's $89 per person. And there are some good restaurants. I took a screenshot of the different restaurants that were on there. So there was like the Cowfish Sushi Burger Bar, Finnegan's, the NBC Grill and Brew. So there's some decent, the Bob Marley Tribute to Freedom restaurant. So there's a lot of different options, and I just clicked on one to see like what the availability is. If I had to choose, I would choose the Cowfish Sushi Burger and Bar. There's one here in Charlotte, and it's super popular. Um, and there was still availability for like the first week. The first one available was on February 5th for $90, and there was some available every week still. So I think
Yeah.
that's good. If you want to be I want to do both. We need to go
Mm-hmm.
back so we can
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
ones throwing.
Yeah, and I
So,
saw that it includes an appetizer, entree, dessert, and a drink.
yes,
Not an alcoholic drink, but I feel like for that price,
that's
you're basically
good.
getting to ride the float for free because
I
that's what
agree.
that's what all that would
Yeah.
normally cost you. So
Absolutely.
I thought that that was a really good deal. I was expecting it to be more or maybe not include as much, but
Right?
I would pay that.
I would pay that too.
Yeah.
Me too. How did you guys like the parade, Marty? How did you like it
I
so we don't all start talking at once?
I liked it. I was really surprised by it. Like the floats were really cool. I could have just sat there and like looked at the floats for way longer than what we were able to. But and then I was impressed by how many beads they threw.
Hmm.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
towards the end, like we were just holding our hands up like this, and just they were just gathering in our hands. We weren't even having to try to catch them. Like, and it gets kind of dark, and so if you're not paying attention, you can get whacked in the head with some beads.
Seriously injured by those
But I
beads.
thought it was really cool. I think they do a good job with it.
Hmm.
What about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I was. So this is a maybe disclaimer that I could say about myself. I don't always love a parade. I kind of get bored because I think about what could I be writing instead of sitting here. I did not think that during this parade. It was
Yeah.
so fun. Like it exceeded my expectations. All of the like there would be a float going by and people and the entertainment of the people dressed up, the cast members dressed up was so good. And it was like more of a variety that I had anticipated. There's all sorts of people, stilt walkers. I think there were police, motorcycle people. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it was way more than I anticipated. So it held my attention, and I wasn't thinking about what I should be writing instead, like I might sometimes do.
What did you think about it, Brittany?
I thought the floats were absolutely beautiful, and I
hmm
loved how each of them were like a different theme. And
hmm
then, like, each of the
Yes.
cast members that were associated with that float were all, I mean, they were dressed to the nines. I will say, you know, seeing a Disney parade compared to a Universal parade, I mean, Universal gives Disney a run for their money as far as the parades.
I agree. I thought it was fantastic. So we tried to go live when the parade first started, and I
So
hadn't
loud.
we have not received any beads yet at this point. So I hit live, and then next thing I know, beads were seriously just flying towards us, and
Mhm.
I forget that I'm live, and I'm like screaming and laughing, and I had to end it and just delete it because it was so embarrassing. Like, and then I restarted it when I could like fully know what was going to happen. But I was not expecting, like Marty said, that many beads.
hmm
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
we were
remember how
giving them
many we
away.
counted.
I don't even
Yes,
know. We were like, there were like
I had a
children behind
stack.
us. We were like passing them, like, it's okay, boo, don't run in the street. We'll just give them to you, you know? It was so
Yeah, they
many
were like
beads.
catching the ones that were like in the gutter in the street,
Yeah.
and collecting those and like handing them around to people. Um, Yeah, it far exceeded my expectation.
hmm
I wanted to say I had like 30 something
Oh,
around my
yes.
neck is
Yes.
what. And that was just being like not even greedy. That was just putting my hand out, grabbing the ones that were like literally coming to me.
Yeah,
So, agree. It was awesome. Next time we've got to be on that float, girls, okay?
Yes.
I love it. Let's do it.
I agree.
I guess that means we need to go again. I don't know if we can make it this year, but there's always next year. Always next year. In fact, we should start just mentally putting it in our head now.
I like it.
I was trying to think if there was, before the parade, the people that were in the parade that were all dressed up and everything, they were out and about on the street, and they were there for like picture ops, but they were also out there trying to like recruit people to make sure they came to the parade, and we had a good time chatting with them, and I think I danced with the lobster out in the street, and we definitely, I forgot, so we called someone our best friend. Who
I
was
was
with
going to
me?
say I know that I was there. I couldn't
I
remember.
I
Yeah,
think
one of them
He was
became our
a
besties. I don't
yeah.
remember.
Wasn't it? Was it one of them? Or are you talking about the cast member who
Yeah.
had the wand?
Oh,
You
that
remember
happened
him?
too. Yes. That was just someone who he had the wand, and he was walking up and down the street to make sure no
Uh,
one had their feet like over the curb. Like
yeah.
you couldn't sit and put your feet over the curb. And then he just handed it to Angelica to like hold, and we didn't know what
And he
was,
walked away.
just
She was
left
like,
us
"What am
with
I
the
supposed to do?"
lightsaber thing. But earlier, before the parade,
I
oh
feel
wait, no,
like
this
this
was
was
the
when I
next
was
day.
maybe. I feel like this is whenever I was eating my fried green tomato
Yes.
sandwich and drinking my hurricane drink.
Yes.
Possibly there was lots of cast interaction. Like they were just walking
Yes.
everywhere, kind of over by the mummy and like all of
Yeah.
those seating areas. And they were so fun. They were so happy to be
Yes.
there. They were so fun. They were getting you pumped up.
That's right. Because
Yeah,
that's when we
and
met our bestie.
that's
We
when we met
were
our
talking
bestie.
to one of the cast
I
members
can't remember
about the
why we
parade.
became I can't remember why we
I
became
don't know
besties, what
either.
the topic was, but we were besties.
Yes,
They were so fun.
they were very fun. And you got some good picture. Well, I think we all took good pictures, but
hmm
Amanda, you just recently posted some good pictures
Yes.
of our trip last year with before the parade and all of them out there, and so
Yeah, they were
that was a
every I
good
feel like they
time.
were everywhere and they were all differently dressed. And then it was kind of fun later. I can't remember if we watched the parade that night or if it was the next night, but I remembered seeing people like, oh, I saw them in the parade. It was
Yeah.
the same people that would end up being in the parade. So that was really cool.
Yes. Yeah, that's who we talked to about our being our besties.
Hmm.
That.
I wish I could remember why. I'm sure it was something super funny.
I don't remember either. I guess that's why we just have to go again and
Yeah.
but I loved Mardi Gras at Universal. It was the family friendly Mardi Gras,
Hmm.
and it was definitely for everyone, adults, kids. I think everyone would enjoy this opportunity there. And another great thing about it is it's included in your park ticket. So you don't have to purchase, it's not a special ticketed event. To my knowledge, the only special ticketed event at Universal is Halloween Horror Nights,
Hmm.
Yeah.
is the only one. So yes, is there anything else you guys wanted to add about Mardi Gras before we end this?
I didn't feel like when we went, it was very crowded either. The
No.
crowds were really
And
low.
we were even there on a weekend too.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We went
So
like early February?
it was early
Early
February.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first week or two of it. Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't recall crowds at all. Like,
Yeah,
I
because we
really
had
don't.
express passes two of the days, but one of the days we didn't, and
Yeah.
it was fine.
It was the very first day that we didn't have the express passes because we stayed at Cabana Bay that day.
Yes.
And then
Mm-hmm.
we
Yep.
moved to Portofino the next night. So then we got the express passes
Right.
those 2 days.
And
Yeah,
poor
but I don't feel
Brittany,
like the crowd was crazy at all.
no. The first day we were going to wait to ride Velocicoaster the next day when we had the express pass. And then Velocicoaster never opened for like the next 2 days.
Yes.
It was a total wash.
It
So
That
was
was
I
very
down
remember
for
that.
like
sad.
a week or two.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
something like actually
Yeah.
really wrong with it. Like they had to call in the people that weren't in the park to
Hmm.
come do
Yeah.
something. I don't know what that something was, but I remember reading about that.
I
So
finally
that,
got to ride it,
oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yay!
and it was so
Yay, she
fun.
did it.
I finally did it. Checked it off my bucket list. It is a fantastic ride. One of my favorite rides.
Hmm.
One of my
Me.
kids' favorite rides.
Oh my gosh, one of your kids wrote it?
Madeline wrote it. Yes,
Oh,
my 9-year-old wrote it, and her daddy, she will tell you that her daddy screamed like a little girl on it. But so she wrote it with me, and she wrote it with her daddy because they have the pit swap. So me and her daddy both were able to ride it. So it was
well,
fun.
I'm happy you got to ride it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
We did the raptor encounter.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
That was
never
the
live that
best.
down. I still laugh when I watch that video. Like it still makes me go, "Oh my gosh." I think it's been brought up at least 3 times since we've started the podcast. Just know it was a genuine reaction. Like it
Oh,
was not
yes.
it was not over dramatized. Okay, it might have been dramatized, but I didn't try to
It
over
wasn't
dramatize
intentionally
it. It
dramatized.
was
right.
intentionally
It was
dramatized.
definitely dramatic, though.
It was.
One
It
other thing,
was.
one other thing I wanted to say is when I was looking through the information, some of the dates fall within the promo that they're currently offering. So with the dining card promo,
Mm-hmm.
um, if you stay 4 nights with a 4-day ticket, you can get up to $1,000 on the dining card. Um,
Which
so
is amazing deal right
amazing,
now. I've
amazing.
never seen Universal do a dining thing like
Yeah,
this
I haven't
before.
either. I've had several
So,
clients go and we've tested, I've like asked them to like test things like, are you sure
yeah.
you can buy a beer? Are you sure that you can buy, this dessert or that dessert? And they're like, yes. It swipes and they give it to you the whole time. So I'm
That's
very
awesome.
And
impressed with the amount of places that you're able to use it within the park and in City Walk. So it's awesome.
you can use it can you use it at your resort?
You can use it at your resort, but you cannot use it on room service and you cannot
Okay.
use it. I think there's a restaurant at the Hard Rock you cannot use it at and maybe one other restaurant,
I
but they're
think
like
yes.
they're like the
They're like
ones that
high
aren't
up ones.
right. And
Like
you
the Palm, I
cannot.
think, is one of them.
Yes, the Palm and whatever, I can't remember the name of the one at the Hard Rock, but and you also cannot, so you can't do room service and you cannot also do pizza for some reason.
Oh,
Like
okay.
delivered pizza to your room. But other than that, I mean, there's still a plethora of options
Oh,
after
yeah.
that. I'm excited. We're going and we I think are staying 5 nights, so we got the $1,000 because we're staying at
Oh,
the premier
that's
property.
so
So I'm like,
good.
are you
Fun.
kidding me? That's crazy.
That is so good.
I
Well,
know. I'm
thanks, Amanda,
excited.
for bringing that up. I should have
Oh
made
yeah.
a note of that, of the
Yeah.
promos
So I'm
that they can
excited that
currently use.
yeah, you can use it during the for the promo also if your dates fall within those dates. And obviously
Awesome.
like if you stay at a lower tier hotel, you don't get as much on the
As
dining
much.
card, but still
Free
it's
food is
free
free
money. Girl
food.
math, free
Yes.
money.
Yes. Take it while you can.
Yeah.
They just don't give money away like that.
Mm-mm.
No, and right now is the time to go before Epic opens up because there's this wait phase right now where people are waiting for
Mhm.
Epic. So, and it's going to be crazy busy. So, might as well go now, experience Universal, and then next year you can go and see Epic. So,
Mhm.
and go to Mardi Gras because it's awesome and we had
It
so much
really
fun.
is.
If you want to be attacked by beads, I know where to go. Well, thank you girls so much. I didn't want to keep you guys long. And if you or a loved one, I'm trying to do Angelica's part, would like to book with us, you can reach us out at Gallivant Sales at Gallivant Gals Travel, and we will set you up with one of our agents. And remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share this information with your loved ones. Thank you, girls.
Bye
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.